Thank you, friend, for joining me today. Let us continue reading this book by URIAH Smith, Daniel and Revelation, 1897. We are now making the comments or reading the comments from Daniel chapter 9. Daniel chapter 9 and verses 25 to 27. Our Father in heaven, help us to understand the prophecies of Daniel. I pray in the name of your Son, through your Son, Jesus Christ. I pray. We are now reading page 198 and the comments of URIAH Smith on this second paragraph. The facts between which we are to decide here are briefly this. In 457 BC, a decree was granted to Ezra by the Persian Emperor Artaxerxes Longimanus to go up to Jerusalem with as many of his people as were minded to go with him. The commission granted him an unlimited amount of treasure to beautify the house of God, to procure offerings for its service, and to do whatever else might seem good unto him. It empowered him to ordain laws, set magistrates and judges, and execute punishment even unto death. In other words, to restore the Jewish state, civil and ecclesiastical, according to the law of God and the ancient customs of that people. Inspiration has seen fit to preserve this decree, and a full and accurate copy of it is given in the 7th chapter of the book of Ezra. In the original, this decree is given not in Hebrew, like the rest of the book of Ezra, but in Chaldaic or Eastern Aramaic, the language then used at Babylon. And thus, we are furnished with the original document by virtue of which Ezra was authorized to restore and build Jerusalem. 13 years after this, in the 28th year of the same king, BC 444, Nehemiah sought and obtained permission to go up to Jerusalem. Nehemiah 2. Permission was granted him, but we have no evidence that it was anything more than verbal. It pertained to him individually. Nothing being said about others going up with him. The king asked him how long a journey he wished to make and when he would return. He received letters to the governors beyond the river to help him on his way to Judea, and an order to the keeper of the king's forest for timber, for beams, etc. When he arrived at Jerusalem, he found rulers and priests, nobles, and people already engaged in the work of building Jerusalem. Nehemiah chapter 2, verse 16. These were, of course, acting under the decree given to Ezra 13 years before. And finally, Nehemiah, having arrived at Jerusalem, finished the work he came to accomplish in 52 days. Nehemiah chapter 6, verse 15. We'll read the next comments the next time. And God our Father to bless you and his only begotten divine Son, Jesus Christ, be gracious to you now and forevermore. Amen.